Nyaribo. Because, you know, Tanzania, if you look at Tanzania, it has played a very big role in the liberalization of many countries in Africa, especially the Southern African countries. You know, the Frelimos and all that, they were housed. Even ANC, at some point, Mandela was, you know, ran to Tanzania and hid there for some time. In Kenya, in fact, you know, Tanzania delayed, and this was Nyerere, its own independence until Kenya's independence was achieved first. So that is how we know Tanzania. That is how we know Tanzania, that if you go back to the Uganda, the Idi Amin Uganda, the Tanzania that also helped liberate Uganda during that time. You know, so was there some form of regression? And what really happened? And sometimes my theory, you know, and I've argued this elsewhere, is sometimes that use of Swahili. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, and we've actually joked, you know, serious jokes as an oxymoron as it is. The story I'm giving you about Zanzibar and post-election violence all the times is, and Kenyans would not know. So October elections will end, people will die, then come December, Kenyans will fly into Zanzibar for holiday, yes. Go Gelea, do everything and come back not knowing that there was post-election violence, people died here. And it's because most of the things are also done in Swahili. You kill each other, you fight each other in Swahili. It does not get out. Uh-huh. You violate each other in Swahili. You know, it took the violations of Boniface Mwangi and Agather Atuhaire, for instance, Mwabili Mwagodi in Tanzania, you know, that kind of deportation of Karua and Willy Mutunga in May this year, for people to start realizing, okay, Tanzania is not really the Tanzania we actually know. Mm-hmm. And for them to also realize that there is this form of solidarity that is forming that Kenyans are even supporting. For one thing that we may even just go into is that the leaders in the region are talking to each other. Yes. They are planning, plotting daily on how they are going to violate the rights of people who criticize them, oppose them, how they are going to crush dissent. Because how do abductions happen in Uganda? We've got 2 Kenyans in Uganda, for instance. We are not seeing movement from Kenya. The Boniface Atuhaire and Atuhaire case in Tanzania, we do not see a lot of movement from, you know, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Kenya and Uganda. The abductions over Ugandan Kizza Besigye to be renditioned to Uganda to face military trial, the abduction of Maria Sehai. So you can already see a trend in the region. The opposition leader in Uganda is in prison as we speak. The elections are in January. The opposition leader in Tanzania is in prison. The elections were yesterday. And his next court case is on 3rd November.
Do you find that curious that this is a new trend? That, as you mentioned earlier, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda have always offered dissenters from their home countries refuge. Yeah.